Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Motherfuckers. How's it going, guys? You alright? First cup of brew of the day. So, how's about that then? Basically, this is just a quick video to obtain your thoughts about yesterday's 2-2 draw with Manchester City. I'd like to know your player ratings if you can be bothered, because I love player ratings. I like to know what you guys think, out of 1 to 10. I was looking on the BBC website here at the ratings, the averages. Mo Salah obviously came out on top with 7.67 and then Mane 6.76. But the player ratings in the Echo, let's take a look at those. I'd like to see what the Echo have got to say about themselves. This is by Ian Doyle, the chief Liverpool writer, and he's got Alisson down as a 7, got away with 1 poor clearance, but 2 good saves to deny the rampaging Foden. No chance with either City goal. Milner 5, tough battle up against the youth of Foden and too often exposed, not least for the first equaliser. Tried to keep pushing forward though, booked and subbed. The amount of people that messaged me after the game that are not Liverpool fans and not even Man City fans were saying, how the fuck did he not get sent off? And to be honest with you, if you've sent me a message, I haven't been able to reply to it yet because there was that many. So I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Joel Matip got a 7. City happy for the centre-back to bring the ball out of defence, which began to cause problems for the visitors in the second half. Solid enough defensively. Virgil, 6, slipped to allow Silva through to create 1 chance and a little nervous on occasion first half before settling down. Robertson also got a 6. Prompted cheers with 1 strong tackle during a rare skirmish, but delivery from set pieces was poor. Would you agree with that? Like many Liverpool players, second half was slightly better. Fab, he got a 6, regularly pestered by Grealish and struggled to protect the defence at times before gaining a greater foothold in the second half. Almost nicked it late on with a blocked effort. He was, of course, booked. Hendo, 5-yard, he got a 5. Probably guilty of trying too hard as City got on top after the early stages and impossible to inject any tempo. Not his best game. Curtis Jones, 6, roused the crowd with a few strong challenges but unable to make much impression until the second half when he began to become more prominent. Mo Salah, 8, 2 isolated before the break but then came into his own, a brilliant assist for the opener and then doing it all by himself for an outstanding goal for Liverpool's second. Give him what he wants. What are your thoughts on Mo Salah's contract situation, guys? I mean, I'm very much one of these people you can't rock the boat because if you give one player maybe too much, then the next best player or best players will then start knocking on the door saying, hang on a minute, why am I not getting this? Mo Salah's got to be the best player at the club for me, certainly at the moment. I mean, he's fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers would say. Would you not agree? So for me, Mo Salah, give him what he wants. He's incredible at the moment. It's just, just really good. I'm sure you agree. Anyway, you tell me what you think of Mo Salah. Jota, 5, barely had a kick the first half, but did draw a booking from Diaz. More involved after the break and shot at Edison and better movement caused City some problems and he was subbed. I do apologise, I'm half asleep. I'm trying to get a good shift in today, guys, so I'll be doing the podcast and that, okay? Mane, 6. While there were moments of promise overall, the Senegalese frustrated by giving the ball away regularly. I can never pronounce that word when I slow it down. Regularly. Did you understand that? Took his goal very well, though. Firmino for Jota on the 68th minute, 5, unable to make the impact he would have desired. And Gomez for Milner, 78, added a little more steel to the defence. Would you agree with those ratings? Liverpool have only managed to beat Man City once in their past 7 Premier League games, drawn 3, lost 3, conceding 14 times in those fixtures. The Reds remain the only unbeaten side in the league this season. They are now unbeaten in 19 games, won 13, drawn 6, with their last defeat by Real Madrid in the Champions League in April. City conceded more goals than in their previous 7 Premier League games combined. They also faced 4 shots on target against Liverpool, only 2 fewer than they had in their 6 other league matches combined this season. Now, Phil McNulty at BBC Sport, those of you that are a bit old school, probably a bit like me, I like to listen to what Phil McNulty's got to say about Liverpool, all right? And Here, the little headline, if you like, to his contribution is "World-class Salah, the catalyst at Anfield." And Phil said Liverpool will be frustrated that they only have a return of 2 points after home games against Chelsea and City. But on Sunday they were making their way back from a strangely passive first 45 minutes. First 45 minutes. The absence of Trent Alexander-Arnold was keenly felt, with James Milner given a torrid time by Phil Foden, while Jordan Henderson and his midfield colleagues were overrun by City. At times in the first half, Liverpool could not get out of their own half, a rare state of affairs given how teams have been bullied into submission at Anfield under Jurgen Klopp in recent seasons. There is, however, one crucial factor: where there is Mo Salah, there is hope. And once again, he was the catalyst that got this team going, or his team going, that actually says. Liverpool, even when they are not at their best, possess a world-class weapon in Salah, and they were once again grateful for the quality and threat the Egyptian brings. Now, I won't go on and read you what the manager had to say, what the boss had to say, because I'm sure you'll have seen all that in the post-match analysis and coverage and things like that. So that leaves the table. Chelsea on top, 1 point ahead of Liverpool, 16 points to 15. We've obviously drawn three games. They've only drawn one, but they've lost one. We've lost 0 at the moment. So the top 4, if you like, is Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, 16, 15, 14, 14. For me, the team to watch this season was Chelsea. That's why I thought going into this season. I'm not sure if you guys would agree with that or not. But yeah, Chelsea, to me, seem more of a threat than Man City. I spoke to a lot of non-Liverpool fans, and Liverpool fans, of course, but I like to listen to what other supporters, from other clubs think. And the majority of them have said this is Liverpool's season. They think Liverpool can win the Premier League this season. I think Liverpool can win the Premier League this season. But, a couple of injuries, and when you look at you're having to play Milner, well, I don't mean to be disrespectful by that. I was reading comments today on the KopTalk members website, for example. Obviously, the troops are on there nice and early this morning discussing the game. And there was, I'm just looking for it here, it might have gone now. Mitz, one of the members, he said, watch the match again this morning. How we got away with Milner at right back for that game is unreal. Take the point and be happy. Relying on a 36-year-old Milner at right back against City shows where we are at the moment. So, obviously we all love James Milner, but you can see the point, what he's trying to say. So, guys, this is supposed to be a short video. My short videos are probably usually about 40 minutes long or something like that. Please drop a comment. I read all the comments. The reason I like to put a video out like this, and I haven't done one for a while after a match really, is I like to see what you guys are thinking, see if we're on the same page and stuff like that, alright? If you can be bothered, drop some player ratings in, 1 to 10. But if you can't be bothered to do all that, single out the players that that you think deserve a mention. Should it just be all Mo Salah, for example? And other players, is there any players you've seen that frustrated you and you were like, do you know what? Should have done better than that. And the Mo Salah contract situation, please explain that to me. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Please do leave a comment, thumbs up the video. Thanks to you that support my channel and walk with me. The information's in the video description if you want to do that. What was the other thing I wanted to say to you? Oh yeah, thanks to those of you that came along to the stream on Saturday night. We had a few sherbets on here and some tunes and stuff like that, the usual drill. There was a few of you came in. Bri Partridge, I remember you coming in saying, I love it when you do the streams, just love it. We have a laugh, don't we, guys? And I really appreciate you coming along. The weekend, I'm going to England. I'm going to see my family, okay? I will be taking my equipment with me and working from England. And but I haven't seen, like Rob, my son, my daughter Charlotte, my grandson Harry, my family for 2 years or almost, because of the pandemic and travel restrictions. So you've no idea how much this means to me and how much I need it as well. It gets a bit lonely over here sometimes without your family, do you know what I mean? All right, guys, so I just wanted to tell you about that. I will be doing a KopTalk podcast today. Is there anything else? Footballclubshares.com. Yeah, the video is in association with footballclubshares.com, where you can buy real shares in real football clubs, which basically means I get a kickback. All right, I'm off to drink my tea. I'll speak to you in a bit, guys, yeah? All right.